All right, so we are here today with a couple different snowblowers that I bought, and I want to just kind of go over them quick, talk about their specs and features, and then also about the repairs that need to happen to them. And I'll have a separate video of the repairs for each. But we'll take a look and see what needs to be fixed on them all. These are ones that I've picked up recently. Not a lot of snow here, but hoping that we'll get some more here shortly. So we'll start with the far one on the right here. So this is a Toro PowerMax 824 OE. It is one of the slightly smaller ones. I believe it's a 24-inch clearing width. This one was hardly used by the person. It may have been used once or twice, but pretty much all the paint's still there. It is a little bit dirty, which I will end up cleaning up a little bit. But the main thing with this one is it works. It's ready to go, and it's ready to be able to move some snow. Nothing's wrong with it. It starts right up, and everything works fine. This one is the 1200 Snow Series. I think it's like a 212cc engine. 252 by Toro, so definitely some power. This one does not have a steering option. It's just the 6 speeds forward, 2 speeds reverse, and then it has the center control for the chute left and right, as well as the chute direction control. So that's definitely nice. It is one of the newer ones, so it has the updated newer engine style, which is certainly a plus. But this machine works fine. All the paint's pretty much still there. There's a little bit of paint missing down in the impeller area, but that's pretty common, especially for snowblowers. This one hasn't really seen much use, which is fine. But everywhere else, the paint's all still intact, which is good. So this one's all set, and the next one is this Toro, another Toro PowerMax, but this one is the 1028 LXE. So it's a little bit bigger engine. This one's a little bit older, and this one does have some repair work that is needed. The engine starts and it runs and drives fine, but this one needs some help down with the impeller. The impeller, I believe, well, the shear pin came off, and I believe, well, at least from the guy who I bought it from, said that the impeller moved forward, and he said it was locked up onto the shaft, almost like it was friction welded. I have yet to see if that's the case. I would kind of find that hard to believe that actually got friction welded, but it certainly could have, depending how long this machine was run. And I'll show you, if we look down the chute here, you can kind of see how far away that is from the shaft. So that I will have to pull the whole front off, and then I'm going to probably put it on a press if it doesn't move freely, just to pop that free. I did pound on it a little bit and it didn't move, so we'll see if it actually is stuck. If it is stuck, I'll put it on a press and break it free. Other than that, this one is pretty well set. Get around here, we'll take a look at the engine. I think this one is I think is a little bit bigger than the 212. I don't know what this one is off the top of my head. It's not listed on it, but it has the standard controls. This one does, however, have the power steering in some fashion. It's not a full power steering, but it just disengages one side and then lets the other side spin free. So if the lever on the left-hand side here is pulled, it disengages the left tire and it makes the right tire spin and it turns left. And same for the opposite side. Again, the quick stick, you can see the plastic's a little bit more worn on this one and faded, but that's not an issue. Other than that, this thing's about ready to go, aside from the impeller auger, which hopefully won't be that hard of a fix. All right, and last but not least is this Snow Beast. Now, Snow Beast is a newer name brand snowblower, at least to me. I think they've been around a little while, but this was one I had seen on Facebook Marketplace that was reasonably inexpensive for what it is. Now, this one is a 45-inch clearing width, so this one is a big boy, and this one needs a little bit more work. So I don't know if you can see, but this auger drive is a little bit bent, so I'll have to bend that back It shouldn't be that hard, just suppliers, and that should move fine. However, on the auger side here, when it was running the impeller, and actually that's a 16-inch impeller, so that really moved some snow, but the impeller was moving fine. However, these were not moving, so I don't know if there's a gear that's stripped out inside the gearbox. So we're probably gonna have to take that apart to find out what's wrong with that. Definitely replace some shear pins back in there. I don't know if you can see, but they're not really shear pins. They're more just bolts that someone put in. So those are gonna have to get replaced with actual shear bolts. That's mainly the stuff on the front side. Little use on this machine. As you can see, all the paint is all still intact. This one does need a little bit more for the engine. The gas tank has got some rust, so I'll probably end up buying a new gas tank. I could clean it out, but there's always going to be some residual rust in there that I just want to get rid of it all. It does have electric start like the one of the other ones does, but this one is definitely a big engine. This one's a 15 horsepower, so definitely a lot of power. It's a dual rear wheel, and just different kind of operator setup here. So we have the speed, and then actually the chute controls up here, and then this is for the chute direction. Headlight, they all have headlights, I believe, except for the first one, which is the small one. The one downside I already do know about the Snow Beast is there is no steering on it. So with it being this big and heavy and having the dual wheels, it is a little bit more tricky to manhandle, but I have not tried it out yet in the snow, and I'm sure it'll be better in the snow with a little bit of slippage. But that was one thing that I had taken notice to, that it didn't have steering. But this is certainly a commercial machine, and should definitely be able to handle plenty of snow. It does have quite an impeller discharge chute here, which definitely allows for a lot of snow removal rate. And I want to say this one is 1 ton an hour of snow. I could be incorrect about that, but I did know that it was quite a beast of a machine for removing snow. So those are the 3 snowblowers that I have right now, and we'll pull these the 2 that need work into the shop. I'll have a separate video about working on fixing and repairing those, and then we'll try them out, hopefully with some snow here in the not too distant future. The small one, the 824 Power Max, that one's ready to go. So we can, aside from a little bit of air in the tires, that one's ready to roll. And so definitely pleased with the 3 of these machines. And so we'll get these all fixed up, and definitely look forward to seeing how they perform all in the snow, hopefully here in the coming future. All right, well, we will catch you on the next video when we're fixing these.